Welcome to Behind the Bands, the show where we give you a closer look at some of Southwest Missouri's local musicians and performers. I'm your host, Nellie Lopez, and tonight we take a deep dive into the music of Aspen. Based in Springfield, Missouri, Aspen is a singer-songwriter who makes music for personal reasons and hope others can relate to his autobiographical songs. Aspen's music is a combination of Midwest emo and folk. We will take time to talk to the artist in a moment, but let's go ahead and kick things off with The Corner of Jefferson and Sunshine. Here's Aspen.
Sneaking out at 2 a.m. Your dad waits for me on the corner. Ritually, it's no fun to be alone. So we make plans with your friends, 'cause I am way too scared to sneak through your window. Take another shot, drink another beer, roll another J, and then we fight and play. Get home at 4 a.m. Your dad welcomes you in. He really slams the door. You can't go out no more. My bad. I need a restart. I fumbled. Okay. This is The Corner of Jefferson and Sunshine. Sneaking out at 2 a.m. Your dad waits for me on the corner. Ritually, it's no fun to be alone. So we make plans with your friends, 'cause I am way too scared to sneak through your window. Take another shot, drink another beer, roll another J, and then we fight and play. Get home at 4 a.m. Your dad welcomes you in. He really slams the door. You can't go out no more. We'll go to the abandoned strip club and drink all of the expired booze. And we will fight on the dirty, dusty floor and find a pipe with a name engraved on it. Closed in 2007, what the heck were we thinking? Cops arrive when we run. Thought that this was fun. Thought that this was fun. And I tried to forget it every day. Why I had to stay away. Take another shot, drink another beer, roll another J, and then we fight and play. I don't wanna go home because my dad is there. He welcomes me in and I swim tears of sadness and tears of loneliness. But I guess he has a good point.
We're back, and it's time to welcome Aspen Holland, who goes by Aspen as an artist. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
No, thank you for being here with me tonight.
Yeah, of course.
So the first song you sang is pretty specific. What's the story behind the title of Corner of Jefferson and Sunshine?
So, my freshman year of high school, I used to sneak out of my parents' house all the time, and I would go out with my partner at the time and a bunch of their friends, and we would all just go around town or go back to somebody's house and just like do things a freshman in high school shouldn't do. And there was one night I eventually got caught by my dad, and it was not great, but the song's mostly about the people who I used to hang out with and how I would hang out with them.
Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming Jefferson Sunshine, that's like streets in Springfield?
Yeah, so it's the name literally comes from the pickup spot that they used to pick me up at.
Okay.
Because I used to live on a street called Kimbrough, and Jefferson's right next to it. I just walk over to the other street, and there's a school right there that I used to get picked up at.
Okay, so I'm assuming you grew up, born in Springfield then. Okay, and then sorry. So you mentioned you grew up in a musical household. Is that correct? So tell us about what musical upbringings, like who in your family played music as well.
So my entire life, my mom has played the piano, my dad has played the cello, both my grandmas were violin and viola teachers. My stepdad played trombone. My mom and I were very involved in theater. Just very, very involved in, like, a lot of my family is very involved in theater, but a lot of it was, like, classical instruments and classical music. I started playing piano at, like, 7 years old. I hated it. And forced my parents to let me quit. And then I played the cello for like, I want to say like almost 6 years. I mean, even to this day, I still play the cello. So it's probably been more like 7 or 8 years. And just since then, I've kind of more transitioned into the guitar and ukulele realm, but I still like to play around with the cello a lot. But I just kind of like picked up a guitar and self-taught myself and just kind of started making music just for fun.
So I'm assuming on the ukulele, were you also self-taught on that?
Yeah, I really started playing a lot of guitar and ukulele back in COVID.
Okay.
I would just look up like ukulele tabs or guitar tabs or how to play this song.
Yeah.
And would spend hours and hours and hours whenever I was supposed to be doing online schoolwork. Just doing
You just
that.
did start turning into
Yeah.
music. So what turned you into the folk emo sound?
So I want to say whenever I first started writing music, I didn't know what Midwest emo was. I didn't know really what like folk punk was. And my main like influences were like Radiohead and just kind of like some classic rock, alternative rock, stuff like that. But my sophomore year of high school, I really became involved in the local music scene in Springfield and started going to like emo shows, and I fell in love with this new genre of music that I had never heard it before in my life, and I'm like, I want to make that. This is the kind of music that I want to make.
Yeah.
So I just kind of started fiddling around with it, and eventually just like integrated the emo and folk sound together just to kind of create my own like unique sound.
Yeah.
Including like a lot of different instruments and stuff.
And it's good that you play different instruments, because then you can just bounce off yourself, kind of know where you want to go and what you want to do.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about your writing style here in a bit.
Yeah.
But your next song is going to be, it's called They, Them Energy. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
So I want to say my entire life, but it's really been since my freshman year of high school, or more like 8th grade. I really started like exploring my gender and my gender expression, and it's gone up and down. It's been the center point of like family drama before, and I think I wrote that song whenever I really finally came to terms with like who I was as a person, and becoming more comfortable with myself, and yeah, honestly, that's the answer I could. Yeah, that's the answer I could give there.
So your partner is also into the music and performing. How does that affect your music, or does you guys bounce off each other?
Yeah. So I didn't know how to record or use any like DAW software until I really met him, because he makes a lot of hyper pop, and he makes a lot of his own music as well. And throughout like the past few years, he's really taught me like tips and tricks and like how to like record these songs that I have had written for years at this point, and turn them finally into like a actual song that I can put out to the world and like enjoy listening myself.
Yeah.
So I'd say they have a really big impact on how I create my music today.
And it helps other you like get your music out there and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take and listen to your next song then.
All right.
All right. Here's Aspen with They, Them Energy.
It's hard feeling like you were right after all this time. Every time you brought it up with your parents, they say it's just a phase. I'm left in such a haze. Your dad says you are just a drag queen, but deep inside I know it's not me. I can feel them coming up out of me, and I can't tell for sure what I really want. This confusing life, I feel like a bum. Feel like a bum, and I don't wanna live my life in black and white. I don't wanna fit in any stereotypes. I wanna live my life. I wanna live as me. Oh, oh, as me. As me.
Your next song is about an ex. Do you mind giving a little bit of detail about?
Yeah, so the next song is called Feel For You, and it's pretty much about how I really wish that my ex-partner would feel the pain that I was feeling when they told me that I was lying to them about one of our good friends, their partner at the time, because we were in an open relationship as well. But their partner violating me, and them just kind of shrugging it off and being like, I think it's just a misunderstanding. And it's about how I really want them to feel how it feels to be shoved off to the side like that and not heard by the person that
Kind of trusted.
I trust the most in this world, even more than my parents. And once that was broken, how like lonely and like hopeless I felt, because I didn't have anybody to talk to about this horrible thing that happened to me. And then a few years later, come to find out that those people are engaged now. It really, that's whenever I wrote the song, because it really like triggered something in me, and I was like, wow, just wow,
question, yeah.
like, okay, I see how it is.
No, I'm sorry that was one of your experiences. You know, it's not easy to talk about, especially, you know, sing about, but we're going to go ahead and take a listen to that song then.
Awesome.
Here is Aspen with Feel For You.
I'm happy with that.
I think that was pretty good.
Perfect.
Now we got the second ukulele song.
Okay. This is They Them Energy. Hold on. This is They Them Energy. It's hard feeling like you were right after all this time. Every time you brought it up with your parents, they say it's just a phase. I'm left in such a haze. Your dad says you are just a drag queen, but deep inside I know it's not me. I can feel them coming up out of me, and I can't tell for sure what I really want. This confusing life, I feel like a bomb. Feel like a bomb, and I don't
with Aspen, a singer-songwriter based in Springfield, Missouri. So tell us about how and where your music fits in your life. Is this like a part-time gig, or is it full-time? Are you hoping for full-time?
Would dream of full time. It would be amazing to be able to like just travel the world and play my music in front of millions of people for my job. But you know, I feel like especially in today's like music industry climate, it's really hard to get up there. So right now it's just kind of like a whenever I feel like it, part time. I really only make I make music for myself. I guilty. I like to listen to my own music sometimes. I'll be in the car and I'm like, let's listen to They Them Energy. But like I don't know. I make music to satisfy a itch that I
I'm gonna
have
say like an
in my
itch.
brain, and like it's to help me cope with the things that have happened to me in the past. It's a way for me to talk about it without having to give it much thought, or even vice versa, even more
Yeah.
thought, and like just be able to cope with those feelings and um, just create something that I enjoy.
So I know we did talk briefly about how you got into recording your own music and stuff. Even now, how does recording work for you? Is it just you? Do you have people helping you?
Mostly it's just me. I'll occasionally ask, like my partner, for example, like, "Hey, how do you do this?" But I usually just use BandLab. It's free. I can get it on my phone, on the computer. I mostly like to use it on the computer because I can hook up my interface and my microphone to get better quality. And personally, I think it's easier to do it on the computer. I know my partner likes to do it on his phone a lot more, but I really like the computer. It's just, I don't know, it's easier. It's fun. So.
It makes, I think it's a little bit more easier like typing or
Yeah.
And it's like same way with editing. Like it's not the same with the phone.
Oh my
and
god.
laptop.
I can't use the phone Adobe products.
No.
They make me so mad.
Like,
I would rather
you're
airdrop
stressed.
everything to my MacBook than
Just go
download
from there.
those.
So with all the platforms that are available right now in the market, how do you go about choosing, which one works best for you, or how do you decide on where you want to put your music in?
So I actually, unfortunately, I use DistroKid to distribute my music, which DistroKid isn't the greatest, but it's okay, and it'll put my music out everywhere, even like Deezer, if anybody uses Deezer now.
Deezer. They can find you on Spotify, correct?
Yeah,
and stuff like
you can
that.
find me on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music. I don't think I have a SoundCloud, but yeah.
I guess the main ones like Spotify.
Yeah.
That's the best part. All right, well, thank you so much for being with me today. We do have one more song but for our guest, and it's called Milestone, correct?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you again for being with me.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and take a listen to that. This has been a look behind the bands and the music of Aspen. Thank you for taking your time watching us, and join us next time for another local artist. I'm your host, Nelly Lopez. As we say goodnight, here's Aspen with Milestone.
Senior year, 18, writing songs about loving guys and finding my purpose in life. Don't wanna be 18, but it's a child's dream to be set free. Oh. Set free. Applying for college and all sorts of scholarships, pulling my hair out at the computer screen. I have a paper due on the 18th. That wasn't fun. This is Milestone. Senior year, 18, writing songs about loving guys and finding my purpose in life. Don't wanna be 18, but it's a child's dream to be set free. Oh, set free. Applying for college and all sorts of scholarships, pulling my hair out at the computer screen. I have a paper due on the 18th. Writing these words and they don't even make no sense. Filling my schedule with classwork and my personal life. I cry. Life passes by, and I might move out for the first time. And I'm so scared, but also so excited. And now I'm here in my apartment with my 11 cats. Life is good. It's hard to be young, but it's harder to get older. When you are young, you don't have to worry about credit, or taxes, or rent, or whatever. Writing these words and they don't even make no sense. Filling my schedule with classwork and my personal life. I cry.